Well, hello, California. Ebie Lynch here, running for California Lieutenant Governor. And I told you, wherever there is a story that affects you, I'm going to go there to give you all the information you need to make informed decisions. So right now, I'm here with Carol, and Carol lost her daughter to fentanyl. We're here at the Fentanyl Awareness and Action Summit in Citrus Heights, California. And her story is so profound. And I wanted her to give a little bit of her story and what she experienced to you, California audience. Okay, so Carol, I am so sorry for your loss. Can you tell them a little bit about your experience with being able to get resources or not get resources? Your experience when you found out about your daughter and the fentanyl crisis that she was dealing with.
It was very difficult. I felt I was in a whirlwind, being pushed around and passed off to this person and that person, like passing the buck type feeling. I never really received help. My daughter at one point was very sick. She had overdosed, and we were at a local hospital in Elk Grove. And even at that point, they wanted to release her very quick. It seemed like to me very quickly. And if it hadn't been for me standing there putting my foot down, they would have released her a lot faster. This is extremely dangerous because this poison stays in your system. It's traveling through the system. So once you're out and about and they think, or anybody thinks that you can just go walking out, whether that be going back to work or hanging out with whoever, your family, walking around, for say a homeless person walking around, it is in the system, you will pass away. So there just really didn't seem to be a lot of concern. Things seemed to have been brushed off and swept under the rug at the hospital, it felt like, in her case, and probably for many others. And I really didn't get the help. Everything was very rushed, even to her investigation, by law enforcement. Everything just. So I'm at this point now that I'm just speaking to make everybody aware, as many people as aware of how this can go, what to watch out for, and to put your foot down, advocate for your loved one, because it was like a cattle call. That's what I went for, like a cattle call, just next, and I'm not sure if that's explains it.
Thank you so much, Carol, because what I found in talking to people is that we have a true epidemic that hasn't really been addressed. We address the symptoms such as homelessness, high crime rates, and so forth. But we haven't addressed the fact that fentanyl is a drug that takes over the person's ability to make decisions. It's not like the drugs of the past where you can go in and after a few hours, like Carol said, it's out of your system and you can then think a little clearer to go and get help. This drug in particular affects people at a rate that people don't understand. And we have to start talking and keep talking about the fentanyl epidemic. Yes. It's not something that's going to just go away with people saying, oh, well, we're going to lock them up.
No.
Because we've talked to others who said that your loved ones were locked up and they didn't receive the treatment necessary to address the true issue.
Exactly. And then I also heard now little did I know, I even thought, okay, there's a possibility that something could happen and my daughter could go to jail or something, like a lot of people have. But even in there, they're not safe at this point, I feel.
That's true.
They're not.
Yes. So I wanted to bring you this information because we need to address this issue. The fentanyl issue is not going away unless we make it go away. And that means everybody has to get involved because it's in our neighborhoods. And like someone said today during the summit, it doesn't care if you're rich poor, black, white, a child who happens to touch the residue of fentanyl, it doesn't care. It will take the lives of any of our loved ones if we don't get involved. So please, California, don't think that just because you no longer see it in the streets as certain of our legislatures or the people in charge say, okay, we'll clean up the streets and then that'll take care of it. No, because the issue still needs to be addressed.
Absolutely.
Yes. So once again, I'm Ebie Lynch, running for California Lieutenant Governor. And remember always, keep igniting Savior's spirit.